What up, everybody? Scuffy here. And it is time, it's February 2nd, it's time to announce the winners of the December-January Decklist Contest. In addition to that, I'll be announcing the theme for the February Decklist Contest and a couple other things you can look forward to this month here on the channel and with me through the various content that I do. So, before we get into that, really quick, if you haven't already, take a look, try to subscribe, think about subscribing. Want to see some videos, various sorts, listen to the podcast. There's a lot of content that I do here on the channel. And before we get any further, so the Decklist Contest for December and January, the theme was Astartes. It was a very broad theme. It was to kind of go in hand with the Galaxy in Flames setting, basically, which is the icon I've kind of got here behind me, which actually, once I blew it up to be a little bit bigger, I actually liked. I didn't realize before, but it's like split down the middle. You've got one side that's nice and loyalisty, and the other side is a little bit more traitory, and I didn't really notice that on first look, but now that I see it up close, it's pretty cool. So the theme was Astartes, and it was however that meant, was it a faction, a type of Astartes play that a certain legion would do? Was it built around one Astartes? However you wanted to build your deck list, kind of theme it out there. I got 18 submissions from various players out there in the community. And after 2 months' time, finally made the decision as far as what the top three are. Now, reminder, first place gets 1,000 gold for these deck list contests. Second place gets 500 gold. Third place gets 300 gold. That's a lot of gold. All you have to do is do a deck list and then send a snapshot to me. You're going to see some here from some fellow players in the community, so you can kind of see what they came up with. What they came up with for the theme for Astartes. So first off, coming in at third place, submitted by Scooby Doobop, we have Drop Pods Over Murder. I'm going to shrink myself down here a little bit. So this is a Tarek deck, but I think the theme here really was kind of going with the storyline from from Horus Rising, where the Sons of Horus kind of come to the aid of the Emperor's children on murder, or the Emperor's children basically, have kind of befallen the same sort of problems that the Blood Angels befell on Murder. Murder was a planet where there's a bunch of bug creatures, and they ambushed the Astartes, and drop pod assaults really weren't working until eventually they were able to use melta bombs, blow up these structures that were throwing off disarray and preventing the assaults from happening. So we've got Tarek Torgadon issuing fire from the command bridge, responding to the Xenos threat, resupplying the fellow Astartes that are down on the ground with various troops in drop pods, and launching a drop pod assault, which is aptly named here in the card. We've got landing zone, where all the drop pods are finally coming in on. We've got grenades, we've got time melta bombs, we've got a melta bomb, we've got metal storm rounds as they're landing in an uncharted territory, essentially trying to wipe out these Xenos and finally establish a landing zone for a further assault and eventual cleanse over Murder. So the Astartes theme here is really the Sons of Horus in a shining, Sons of Horus style, drop pod assaulting over Murder. That's one player's take on it. That's one player's take on the idea of Astartes. So we've got a Tarek deck, and you don't see Tarek a whole lot, so I thought that was kind of neat, but I really liked how everything here tied in with that part of the story early on in the Horus Heresy, prior to the eventual fall of Horus. So thank you for third place. So second place comes in Gladiator Group 27. This was submitted by Madsmith on the Discord, but he actually goes by player name HoomST12. And this is a World Eaters deck, again an Erlin, which you don't see Erlin too often anymore either, but this is a Gladiator Group 12. Got World Eaters coming in with Gladiator Group 27 actually in the deck, landing in a ravaged city, charging forward with their recon troops, issuing a sweeping advance, aggressive tactics. We've got bikes, we've got speeders, we've got berserkers. They're, basically doing a cleanse, doing a terror campaign. No survivors will be had here as they basically purge in very in very World Eater style. And that is kind of the theme here. The Astartes end up with drop pods, and then you end up with vehicles and speeders, Dort, a couple Terminators here, the Mork Terminators kind of landing and just like cleansing the path. So as far as Astartes go here, the Astartes are kind of the World Eaters in a berserk, and how they just leave no stone unbloodied. So that is, again, that's from Mad Smith on the Discord for second place. Congratulations, Mad Smith. And then coming in at first place, I figure this one really kind of encapsulates the Astartes of a particular group, and that is the Ashen Claws. This one here was submitted by, this was actually submitted by a user on the Reddit, Chad the Destroyer, from the Reddit community. And this is a Nirat Kyrene who needs your supplies badly. And we've got Ashen Claws, obviously, plundering. We've got Veteran Kurhane, Third Covenant. You know, these are pirates. Mortat Cyrus lurking in the shadows. There's a lot of stealth troops in the escape vent using Arvis lighters to issue fierce onslaughts, or Ashen Claw, ships, and Red Talon Xiphons. A lot of like individual fighters in uncharted territory, basically using their secret hideout to sabotage and plunder, as it were, and using the informant network to decide where they go next. You've got a couple of various odds and ends here. You've got Marauder squads, you've got Jersane Chimere, and I think you've also got Bran. Bran is a little outside of the Ashen Claws, but he is a Raven Guard. So in that regard, that kind of ties into the Nirat Kyrene, theme. So we've got Ashen Claws as Astartes, Orphans of War, a faction of the Orphans of War, and really kind of that pirate lifestyle. I think the only thing missing here is Pirate Raid, and that could be because he doesn't have the card Pirate Raid. I'm not sure, but that would really be the only card truly missing from this theme. Maybe with the 1,000 gold for first place, he will get that Pirate Raid if he doesn't already have it. So good luck. So congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to first place, second place, third place, Chad the Destroyer. Again, that's 1,000 gold for first place. That's 500 for second place, 300 for third. And all they had to do was take little snapshots, make a little deck, make it themed, send it in, and get voted. So that is the Decklist Contest for December and January. Now we're going to get into the Decklist Contest for February and announce that theme. But before we do that really quick, I did want to plug tomorrow, by the time this video airs, the developer Q&A is going to be on the Warp Chatter podcast, and you can check that out on any podcast platform that you've got listening, that you're able to listen to, basically. But if you want to participate on that, that's a podcast by players for players. We do that every week. We talk to players in the community, find out what's going on, talk about various factions, deck types, balance patches, whatever's out there. And that is another thing that we do here. And so I just want to kind of do a quick plug for that. Again, tomorrow, or by the time you're watching this, maybe the episode's already out, you can catch the developer Q&A, and then tune in and see what we're talking about next week. I believe we've got a balance patch here coming up this week that we'll be digesting, whatever it may include. And then let's get into the actual meat and potatoes and talk about the February Decklist Contest. So the February Decklist Contest here is going to be themed Perils of the Warp. Now this is just one instance of Perils of the Warp. We've got the 1,000 Suns here. Perils of the Warp is the theme. What could that mean? Is the perils using the various the various warp magic that the 1,000 Suns are notorious for, and ultimately suffering from the flesh change? Or maybe the Perils of the Warp is a little bit more known and very more embraced by something like Chaos Spawn or Ingethel. Maybe the Dark Mechanicum might make very good use of the Perils of the Warp. Or maybe you've got a way to come up with a deck that uses cards like the Tucholka Engine or the Herotechnica, or just your good old-fashioned unidentified vessels and Warp Retreat. What factions have got a Perils of the Warp theme? Tons. Not just including the Traitor factions, but I mean, even in the Astartes factions, you've got the possibility of being led astray, ships going missing and never showing up again in transit through warp travel. The Ultramarines have, the Macragge's Honor was one of those ships chasing off after Corphaeron. Unfortunately, Corphaeron's not a warlord here, so you can't really choose that. But various Perils of the Warp, or maybe you're punishing those who choose to embrace the Perils of the Warp with the Sisters of Silence or the Custodes or the Agents of the Sigillant. Perils of the Warp is a theme. That's pretty neat. Gives you some options there. Again, first place 1,000 gold, second place 500 gold, third place 300 gold. Deadline for deck list submissions is February 25th. All you have to do is build that deck, then take a nice little snapshot of it. If you can't get a screenshot, if you don't have the way to screenshot, then you can find a way to share, copy it to the clipboard, send me the text of it, and I'll make sure that I note that as well. Then send me a snapshot or player name here so I know what your in-game name is for prize distribution. And that's it. And then sit back and relax, or relax with bated breath and find out who the winners will be. Share up the video like I just did here for the December-January winners, and we'll be talking about whatever those winning decks are. So, Perils of the Warp is the theme for the February Decklist Contest. Now, upcoming also in February, we've got a couple other things here I really want to quick shout out. Now, I did mention previously that in February we've got the Bar Night Legions taking place. The Bar Night Legions is a casual tournament where we just kind of play around, have fun. We're doing a guys and gals theme. I don't know if that's the actual name of the theme. Would I rename it again here? It's Green with Jealousy. Yes. Love and Jealousy, that's what the theme is for February. So the theme for the Bar Night Legions in February, you've got to have one male, one female warlord. All other cards, it doesn't matter the rarity of your warlord, but all other cards in your deck have to be rare. So they have to have that green border. And should be very neat. And there's actually more female warlords than you think. So once you actually take a look at the pool, there's about 12 or 14, I want to say. Some variety, some neutrals, obviously Sisters of Silence, and we've got a couple others in like the Agents of the Sigillant and a Chaos card pool. So there is that. Kyrus also counts. She's a he, she, her, him, them. The Ruin Storm is very all-inclusive, guys. Slanesh is all-inclusive. So that is the Bar Night Legions. That's taking place on February 19th at 7 p.m. U.S. Central. The night before that, February 18th, that's a Friday night, probably about 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. U.S. Central, for at least a couple hours. I'm going to be doing another Steam stream. That's something I'm trying to do every month now, for a couple hours on Steam. You can take a look, go into the game page, homepage, and look in there, and you should be able to find any stream content being shared by featured members. I'm one such featured member, and I'll be streaming there. And that night, I'll be having promo codes. So the promo codes to give away, I haven't quite yet decided how I'm going to be giving away. I mean, you got to challenge me, you got to beat me. It shouldn't be hard to do. They'll go pretty quick. But I would like to kind of set some, clever things as far as like make you build a unique deck, make you build something that you haven't played, or a little outside your comfort box, or just something neat. And then the first 3 people that beat me will get promo codes for 1,000 gold. That's just an easy way to get gold. All you have to do is throw down, play a game or 2, win, and then boom, you'll get the gold. So I will have those, and we'll be playing on February 18th. That's February 18th. That's Friday night, Steam stream. The next night, Bar Night Legions, which is just casual play. That's for fun. We're playing for the Miodmeister title, which is the most prestigious title in all of Horus Heresy Legions. More so than any War Master title. It doesn't come with a card back. It comes with a admiration of your peers and some inebriation as well. Admiration and inebriation kind of go hand in hand there. And then Decklist Contest. So we've got that coming up here. We've got this new campaign just started. If I get the time, I'm going to try to run through and do a video recording playing that. Got card lists to do for the Agents of the Schedule. I've had some other stuff going on in real life that has kind of sidetracked me and taken more of my time. So the last couple of weeks, I do apologize for a lack of content. I'll work back into it, but I did want to make sure I at least got the contest winners announced and announced the theme for the February contest. And so February's a shorter month, so it's a tighter schedule, but we've got stuff coming on, and I hope it's interesting for everybody who wants to participate. Hope you have fun, and look forward to submissions for the Decklist Contest. Congratulations to the winners again. And that's it, guys. That's it. Quick, short and sweet for February. So we'll probably be doing a patch update video here shortly, as well as the campaign video and whatever else may come this month. So until next time, keep playing Legions. Bye.